Welcome to a brief demo of the Scale Computing Fleet Manager, the first monitoring and management as a service designed for hyper-converged edge computing infrastructure. I'm going to log in as the admin of a real fleet and in just 4 minutes show how simple, scalable, and comprehensive Fleet Manager really is. So I can log in via any browser on any device to gain a real-time view of my global fleet of hypercore clusters. There's no installation or configuration or training required to get started, having your entire infrastructure here at your fingertips. So here on the dashboard, I can see cluster health, the distribution of firmware versions, as well as all current conditions at a quick glance. To review all your clusters, you can access the clusters page, which displays health, resource utilization, and firmware. Firmware upgrades can actually be started and monitored with just a few clicks from Fleet Manager to ensure you are always taking advantage of the latest fixes and features. If any cluster is less than healthy, I can first dive into the cluster details in Fleet Manager. So here I can see historical metrics, conditions, node data, and VM data, updated all in real time. So these metrics are stored for up to a year for my entire fleet. It goes from the cluster down to the node, down to the individual VM level, making it easy to capacity plan, workload balance, and troubleshoot. If this data reveals I need to take actions on the cluster itself, I can drill down to the hypercore login of any cluster from Fleet Manager using SecureLink, which is our solution for remote access out of the box with no need for a VPN. All this simplicity is scalable. So whether you have one cluster or thousands, whether those clusters are lightweight single node systems running a couple of VMs to high performance 8-node clusters running hundreds of VMs, whether they're in your data center or at the edge, see them all from a single cloud-hosted application. This scalability is really exemplified by the real-time view into all your workloads offered by the VMs list. Anytime there's a question or concern about the state of a workload, you don't even need to recall which cluster it is on. Simply search for it from among your 100 or 100,000 VMs. Once you've located the VM, you can review real-time information about that workload in Fleet Manager or utilize SecureLink technology to jump straight to the VM console on the cluster, where you can easily access power controls. Another important aspect of scalability, you can invite unlimited users to join your Fleet Manager organization, assigning appropriate roles and authorization methods to each. If your organization uses Google or Microsoft as an identity provider, you can enjoy and even enforce the security and convenience of those single sign-on systems with no additional fee. All of this comes with an easy-to-use REST API, so you can integrate Fleet Manager data into the ticketing, analytics, or other IT systems that you already use today. Fleet Manager turns hypercore into a platform that is truly comprehensive. Fleet Manager doesn't just simplify monitoring and management of existing fleets, it also simplifies initial deployment. With zero-touch provisioning, you can provision new hypercore clusters faster than you thought possible. Clusters can be configured during or in advance of actual install to ensure consistent, hassle-free deployments without bringing a keyboard and monitor on site. Just configure from Fleet Manager by filling out a few fields, cable up the nodes, and power them on. You can monitor the status of ZTP right from Fleet Manager as well. When the hypercore cluster is provisioned, it will automatically join your Fleet Manager organization, ready to use, so you never miss a thing. MSPs can even manually register their customers' hypercore clusters to get a complete view of all clusters they service. To learn more about Fleet Manager and the entire Scale Computing platform, please contact your Scale Computing representative.